Morning, everybody. It is Crack1 for 21 day 2. I am here with my effervescent. It's just fizzing up there. I have all of my, if I can lift them all up, I have all of my supplements. We're ready to go. And thanks ever so much for everybody who was online last night. And for those of you who I PM'd that I couldn't tag, if you can try your utmost to have that sorted today. Otherwise, all I'm going to be able to do is just put your name underneath in the comments. You won't be tagged, so you won't be alerted, so you'll have to consciously make an effort to come onto the page every day without being reminded, okay? But I do want to give you a reminder. It is my, hi Rainbow Angel, good morning to you, honey. I hope you have your supplements ready. Rainbow Angel is the only one who's doing this particular part of the journey with me, as well as working on her business plans. Good morning, Catherine Moran. So that's what I want those people to do, because it is really important that we have accountability here. And that's the whole purpose of this, is that we have accountability. Now, there's one guy in our group. His name is James O'Leary, right? And I want to address James directly. First of all, thanks ever so much for being part of the group. I know that it's difficult for some guys to be surrounded by so many women and say that you're looking for help. I know I discuss this all the time with my male clients, and all my male clients say, yeah, and there's an awful lot of bravado, and you kind of, it's hard enough now, and except there's one fella who doesn't care, and he's like, yeah, all men need to come here and do this. This is awesome. Good morning, Amanda Farrelly, for the second time. So listen, this is the story. I want to address James directly. What James wants to do is he doesn't want to be on social media when he wakes up in the morning. And the reason why I want to address James directly is because this was a huge problem for me up until a week ago, okay? Now, I work in social media and my phone is constantly popping the whole time. That's my job. That's part of what I have to do, and that is absolutely fine. But I understand the struggle that James is going through with the draw and the pull. I'll just check the phone for a second to see how things are going. And sure, it'll only just be a minute. And you start convincing yourself, false self, okay, your ego starts telling you false things. I'll only just check for a minute, it'll only be 2 minutes. And next of all, you're an hour in, lads, and you've wasted an hour of your life, of the most constructive, which is supposed to be the most constructive part of your day, okay? Now, I said last year that I was going to fix this. I didn't fix it. I said 6 months ago I was going to fix this. I didn't fix it, okay? And what was happening was, and I'm going to admit it, out straight on social media on a public platform, I was not being the mother that I needed to be in the morning to my children. Now, my 2 kids are amazing and they're extremely independent. They're 12 and they're 10. They know what they're doing, okay? But I was not available to them in the morning because I was working, right? I'll just check and see is that person okay. I'll just check and see is the page okay. I'll just check and see is there any PMs. I'll just check the emails. Okay, I have all day to do that. I know I have clients, but I had to structure my day, and I have to have business hours because business was spilling into precious family time. My kids are still young enough that, you know, they still need their mommy a little bit in the morning, and I'm not going to have that forever, okay? So I kept committing to not doing this, and I kept not doing it, okay? So I had no congruency with my words and my actions. And this is a really, really big bugbear of mine, when people say things that they're going to do and then they don't do them. So I broke my own rule, okay? Broke my own rule. Sure, I'm helping me clients with this. And I was, you know, taking the poolie out of myself in the morning with me kids, my family, my husband, my dog, now my dog. So I needed help. I was not able to do this alone. So this is what I did. I jumped on the page. I was upset now because I got given out to last week. Neil Bourne sat me down and he had serious words, and I mean serious words with me. I'm very rarely in trouble, but I can tell you something. I was in trouble that day. He sat down and he described what it feels like from outside of me, from the outside looking in, right? From the kids' perspective, the kids and all got involved, and from Neil's perspective. And they described what it felt like from their view, okay? And when they described it, I'm telling you, it was like a punch in the stomach. I didn't think that it was affecting them as badly as it was, but it was affecting them, okay? Now, what I did was, I knew that I couldn't do this particular thing on my own. So what I did was I jumped onto the private family members group. And I was upset and I asked them for help. I said, I cannot do this alone. I am not going to be on social media before 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay? If you see me on social media before 9 o'clock in the morning, now I have 6,000 people know this. Oh my God, I'm going to be slated if I'm ever on social media before 9 o'clock ever again. Doesn't include Saturday and Sunday. It's only school days. School, academic, okay? That's what we're talking about. So I said to them, I want you to call me on it if you see me on social media before 9 o'clock. And in fairness, the day of my birthday, I was really good. I haven't touched it. I have not been on it. It's been really hard. I can tell you that now. It's been really hard. Change is hard, lads. I was on it the morning of my birthday because my brother sent me a message. There was other people, foreign, Australia and all the rest of it, who were sending me messages. And I wanted to get back. It was nice. It was my birthday. And it was nice to receive those things. And 2 people called me out on it. Okay? 2 of the private members group called me out on it. And I was delighted with them because they had my back. And what I'll say to you, James, is that you need people to have your back, okay? You need people to call you out when you are on social media. And if you want this Crack1for21 family and team to call you out on that, we will call you out on that, no problem. I won't be able to call you out before 9 o'clock because I'll be with the pal. I'll be avoiding being on the phone. So I just want to talk to you about harnessing the 4 to, I normally say the 4 to 2 hours, but I'm just going to talk about the 4 to 15 minutes of your day, okay? This is really, really important. It is really important that you set your alarm clock for a few minutes before you're due to get up. 1, you need to be meditating. 2, you need to be going to gratitude. If anybody wants further details on this, ask the questions underneath and I'll give you the details that you need, but I'm breaking it down real small, okay? You need to be meditating 5 minutes, insight timer. You need to be doing gratitude. You cannot experience joy until you're experiencing gratitude. YouTube, Brené Brown, she'll explain it far more eloquently than I can. I can't even say eloquently at this stage in the morning. Good morning, Rona. And you also need to be journaling, okay? We also need to be doing our I am statements while we're brushing our teeth, right? When you harness the 4 to 15 minutes of your day, calmly, collectively, the rest of your day just flows, okay? And when you're doing your journal, make a plan of what you're going to do for the day. And then in the evening, cross-reference and see where you went wrong and where you didn't go wrong, okay? And where you had wins. But you don't win or lose on this page. You either win or you learn, right? There's no losers. We're just winning or learning. That's all. Everything is an opportunity for growth. So listen, I'm going to leave it with you there. I'm going to take these tablets now. I wish you all the very best of luck with all of your commitments that you want to break or make for the next 21 days. I want to see pictures. I want to see videos. I want stories. I want everybody to check in and let me know how you're going. So have an absolutely fantastic Tuesday and I'll see you all later on. Take care. Slán.